So we now move to the silver medal category, the category commonly known as diploma, the end of 5 years normally of education. In addition to the silver medal, the judging panel awarded 3 commendations for part 2. The first commendation in this silver medal category goes to the project The Brewer's Anatomy. Submitted by the Oslo School of Architecture and Design, the Brewer's Anatomy is situated next to a shipyard by the River Clyde in Scotland. It's a brewery containing all the elements of beer making, a garden for growing hops and barley, an oatum malting house, administrative and technical spaces, and a bar for the consumption of beer. The project developed around the person of the brewer. The spaces adapt the body shape at the same time as the brewer adapts the brewery. The vessels, pipes, and tubes are organized in a functional way, as well as revealing their potential as space creators. The project was supervised by Thomas Stocker, and the winner is Frederick Haukland. Good topic. The second commendation in this category goes to a student who is welcomed to the stage for the second time tonight for his project, Street Life, Communes for Urbanites. Set within the reality of repetitive modular design and located between Old Compton Street and Oxford Street in central London, this project proposes a new urban streetscape which can embrace the simple and seemingly banal acts of commercial and domestic everyday life, all within Soho's vibrant and voyeuristic context. The project was nominated by the University of Westminster and was supervised by Anthony Boulanger and Murray Fraser. The winner of this commendation is Mark Rist. I think it's worth noting that the RIBA medal judges do not confer with the other judges, so it's interesting that there is sometimes coincident choice. So the third commendation in this category goes to another student who is invited to the stage for the second time tonight for the project Wrapping Urban Memory. This project for an Institute of Archaeology within the city of Palermo, Italy, reuses a context of half-demolished buildings as urban memory, providing a recomposition of inhabitation for the site. The proposal for an Institute of Archaeology organises a complex brief within a series of distinct austere buildings and spaces where a measured reticence evokes a quiet expression of form for the storage of memory. This project from the University of East London was supervised by Mark Haydock and Rumi Kubukawa. The student is Neofumi Takioka. So finally we come to the winner of the silver medal. The winning project is called Time and Tide for Seaweed and was submitted by the University of Strathclyde. The scheme proposes a productive landscape based on the natural and abundant resource of seaweed, which would transform the coastal communities of the North West Highlands. The student's expansive research allowed him to discover and substantiate the benefits of this unknown resource, while ultimately forming the basis of his architectural proposal. The thesis project focused on the coastal village of Arisaig, which would become a centre for sea vegetable cultivation while providing a seaweed-based facilities for health and leisure. This would establish a flourishing seaweed industry while providing employment and enjoyment to the people of Arisaig and its visitors all year round. The judges admired the intelligent reinvention of the sustainable way of life in an elegantly drawn project. Jonathan Charlie and Alan Pert supervised the student, and the winner of this year's silver medal for the best project submitted for part 2 and for the second time on stage this evening is James Tate. So we really are coming to the end now. On behalf of the RIBA, I would like to thank our principal sponsor, Atkins, for their commitment to supporting and rewarding talent, and also to thank our associated sponsors, Comfort Workspace, SOM Foundation, Egutzini, and Paul Davis and Partners. I would also like to thank, most importantly, all the schools of architecture and the students who've helped to create an exciting showcase of student work. I'd also like to thank the panels, many panels of judges who gave an extraordinary amount of time and effort to ensure that there was a kind of intelligence to this process of celebration, and to all the RIBA staff and volunteers who make this celebration possible tonight and start again for 2009 tomorrow afternoon. Sunam Prasad will now come on stage to say a few words.
Thank you all very much for coming. Tell your friends that there is a great show on at the RIBA, at least for the next week, if not slightly more, and tell people that actually, despite the economic downturn, it's possible to come here and find fantastic architecture and to recruit people, even in your dreams. And I want to especially thank Andy and Izzy for showing students, which includes all of us here actually, how to stay young through architecture all the way through to your 70s and 80s. Thank you, both of you, and thank you to all of you for coming. There's a reception upstairs. Let the party begin. Thank you.